The following is an original Livin' podcast.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a multitude of things had happened over this past weekend. Number one, trucks had an amazing race, of course. Cup made their first appearance at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the first time in 30 years. And number three, Wyatt is severely mad because Joey Logano went to victory lane for the first time this year. And we're going to talk about all of our thoughts about the weekend on this episode of Gamers Talk NASCAR. As always, I'm Elijah Leonard here with you. To the left of me is my co-host Wyatt Walker. To the bottom is Slifer, and Nathan Stapleton will be joining us here very shortly. But gentlemen, what's going on? How are we doing?
Oh, we're doing all right. Well, somewhat. I liked how the race went. Oh, speak of the devil.
Hey.
Of the devil.
Amen. He appears.
We actually did say your name, and you did appear after about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
really?
no joke.
I'm actually doing good. Like you had brought up already, the first time in 30 years of September 20th, 1996. And they actually brought up during the broadcast 10,885 days
That is
since the last points
That's
paying
crazy.
race.
wild. You know, and this is also something that I was thinking about for a while too. I think even just as the Cup Series was preparing to make a return to North Wilkesboro for like all-star stuff a few years ago, back in 2011, there was a video that had surfaced on YouTube called like Save North Wilkesboro or something. And it was about this guy who basically went into the facility. He went around the concession stands area. He went around like, you know, kind of around the outside of the track. He even walked onto the track. He went into victory lane, and he was like, man, and he was passionate too.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he was.
I feel like I know the video as well.
Because he went to, if it's the same guy, he went to like some other not abandoned tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the same guy that I'm thinking.
So
of.
probably the same guy that was really campaigning for NASCAR to come back to North Wilkesboro. But like it's so before we continue, it is so amazing, by the way, that was a message that was created back in 2011. And then here we are 15 years later with, I think it was SMI and Dale Jr. Dale Jr. I think was definitely the guy that definitely really started pushing for NASCAR to make a push to come back to North Wilkesboro. And sure enough, they did. They cleaned the track up. They renovated it. They put safer barrier down. A year later, they put new pavement on the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. Here we are, man. Like, and man, what a road to get NASCAR back to North Wilkesboro, though, within that 30-year span. Just for them to go back to their roots, I think it's awesome that they are really, really starting to tap back into to what made them the sport that they are now.
And the racing was better than I expected, because like that was the one my
100%.
worry. That was my worry last week. Last week before we got to North Wilkesboro, because it was a short track and how these cars handled short tracks. I know all-star races, there were some good races, but with all the whole field, that was my concern.
Mm-hmm.
It took care of my concerns. That was a great, despite the winner, that was still a great race. There was action everywhere. It was still pretty good.
And also, if y'all noticed, they did not touch a certain wall, because when they were panning around the track, one of the buildings still had Winston Cup Series.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, really?
I missed that one.
Yeah, it was at the beginning of broadcast thing.
I missed it. That's a cool little nod too.
The racing was about as old school as it can get, and from what I've heard and seen about old 80s and 90s North Wilkesboro, that was a classic North Wilkesboro race.
Yeah, it's just if they didn't have the stage racing, it would have been full-fledged old school.
Not to mention, and this was like brought up in a broadcast too. It's so old school that they only had 6 cars on the lead lap.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
And apparently in the old North Wilkesboro races, that was normal.
Let's go ahead and just talk about the overall kind of like grand scheme of everything. I mean, obviously we talked about how we thought the racing was for the Cup Series. Let's shift gears over to the Truck Series. What did we think about the action that was going on over in trucks?
Bro, Chandler Smith dominated that race.
I can't say anything because I didn't watch.
It was on record the most dominating finish in Truck Series history at North Wilkesboro.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, I think, almost 9 seconds.
Yeah, 9 seconds.
Yeah. Also, I think we have our MVP of the weekend. Can we talk about Shane Van Gisbergen on not just the Cup Series, but finishing third? We'll talk more about finishing results later, but SVG finished third in the truck race.
That's impressive.
And he was one of the people that finished on the lead lap in the Cup Series. Not only, I don't know. I think you brought it up before already while we were recording. I don't remember if it was while recording, before recording, but yeah, it was before recording. We talked about like Logano had won the had the most laps. SVG is slight point out before we recorded.
The second most. 49 laps.
Yeah.
Third was Ty Gibbs with 47.
I'll say this. I did expect him to be good at North Wilkesboro. I didn't think it'd be this good.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be this good at all. I mean, like trucks, when you guys were giving me updates while I was streaming and you guys were like, all right, SVG's up to 5th. Okay, wait, he's up to 4th. Okay, he's 3rd. I'm like, holy cow, is he gonna like run down the front 2 and pass them both? Like what's going on here? And then Cup, this is also kind of funny too, because, you know, Sly had pointed it out and I just now saw the clip, you know, as I was watching the highlights for this race. SVG took the lead at one point and SVG is like, all right, I'm leading. Now what do? I don't know. Hold it straight.
SVG is like, you can't hate the guy.
No, you can't.
No, but it's just the fact of him leading. I don't care. Anyone can try to change my mind. One of the most historic tracks ever on the NASCAR circuit.
And I don't think he's done leaning on ovals at all.
He may have led, you know, just because of people going into pit. But
he did lead the Coca-Cola 600 at one.
Yeah, he did lead that for a while.
He did lead a good amount of laps there.
But I think, you know, with him doing that, it's just like someone getting a brand new video game or something. Like, what do I do? You know?
Oh yeah.
But it's just, I just can't get over that.
I'm going back to it. I mean, you know, even going back to the truck race. I mean, not just a tip of the cap for the dominance for, you know, or at least the surgeons or whatever you want to call it of SVG at North Wilkesboro, which was way better than what we expected it to be. Front Row Motorsports.
Yes.
1-2. And as we talked about for Chandler Smith, the largest margin of victory in North Wilkesboro history in the Truck Series was just 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Absolutely just unbelievable. And you kind of would think to yourself, well, wait a minute, are they cheating? No.
I'll throw this out here too. We'll talk about this later on as well. But this was a good weekend for Front Row and at both series, and I'll talk about why for the Cup side here later on.
Well, also, I think you want to throw in Ford.
Yeah.
Ford, had a really great weekend too. Swept both races, and I know you don't like that Logano was the one that completed the sweep, but Ford in the truck series has been solid. We've known that with Lane Riggs. But let's talk about Ford in the Cup series, because now this is their third win of the season. Second week in a row that they've gone to victory lane. Obviously, Penske's kind of the one that's carrying the banner for Ford. Let's kind of talk about this for a second, because now that we're starting to see Ford slowly creep back into the picture, could we potentially see other teams like RFK and maybe even Front Row Motorsports start getting up there and maybe start mixing it up and possibly putting themselves in spots to win races more? And do we think that Ford is finally starting to figure something out with their cars?
I do. And it's good to see somebody driving a Ford other than Blaney win. Don't get me wrong, he's a good driver, but no, it's just overall, it's good to see someone other than 2311 or Joe Gibbs win a race.
Absolutely.
And also, not to mention, like, some of these upcoming tracks are pretty Ford friendly. I mean, not counting the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which a Ford could win that. But you look at these next few weeks. I'm looking at Iowa. Ryan Blaney won the inaugural race when we went to Iowa in the Cup Series. So, and Ford's always pretty good there.
Oh yeah.
Richmond, that's always been like, that was kind of iffy. Every manufacturer's won there; they're all pretty good there. New Hampshire, the Fords dominated last year. And we're going to the second Daytona race. Ryan Blaney's won the last few second Daytona races.
Oh yeah.
So we're coming up to a few tracks that the Fords are pretty good at. At least three out of the 5.
I honestly think, though, like what you were saying about the second Daytona race, I think a lot of the top 10 that finished, they're probably getting like the data off from those cars. If not bring those cars, obviously Reddit can't. They got his in their shop somewhere, but probably going to get the data from that car and probably try running it at the night race.
Hopefully, with these Fords running good, we'll get more than just 4 Fords in the chase. Because I'll talk about points later, but as they stand, we still only have, with Logano jumping back up there with his win, we currently have 4 Fords in the top 16 at the moment, them being Ryan Blaney, who has 2 wins and way above the cut line. We have Chris Buescher being consistent all year, being the only consistent RFK guy. Joe Logano bumping his way up, and then his teammate Austin Cindric. And you can't forget about Ryan Preece and Brad Keselowski, who are still in that bubble as well.
All right. On that note, let's go ahead and review our finishing results from this weekend, starting off with the Truck Series at North Wilkesboro. Chandler Smith coming home as the winner, as we had alluded to, led 105 laps to take the win and was 9 seconds ahead of his own teammate, Lane Riggs, who started on the pole but finished in the second position. SVG, who made a late race charge, came home in third. Christian Eckes coming home in fourth. Landon Lewis rounding out your top 5. Gio Ruggiero finishing in 6th. Chase Elliott, Truck 7, finishing P7. Unfortunately, didn't start 7th. Stur Friesen coming home in 8th. The Corey Heim coming home in the 9th position. I had no idea he was going to be in this race until it was announced. And Ty Majeski rounds out your top 10.
So where did Chase Elliott start?
He started 6th.
What position did he finish?
Shut up. Shut up.
No.
Shut up. Shut
From
up.
11th all the way down to 20th, it looks like this. Truck number 11 of Caden Honeycutt finishing in position number 11th after starting in 7th. So you got a little bit of a 7-11 action going on here. Then you got Tyler Reif, Jake Garcia, Ben Rhodes, Christopher Bell, Dawson Sutton, Nick Leitz, Tanner Gray, Tyler Ankrum, and Daniel Hemrick finishing in the 20th position.
Before you continue, I want to say one thing, though. Well, two things, actually. Sly, shut up. 2, if one person in this top 20 would have like failed and went down, finished dead last or anything, both Tyler Ankrum and Daniel Hemrick would have finished 18th and 19th. Just to have a little bit of fun.
21st on down to 30th goes like this. This is going to be painful. And I think somebody within this top 30 had a lot of words, or at least a few words, and I think they definitely should speak a lot of volumes to one specific program. Brendan Queen finishing in 21st, Cole Butcher, then you got Andreas Perez, Ryan Newman, Granton Finger, Justin Haley, Carson Hocevar, Minnie Tyrell, Corey LaJoy, and Chris Wright. Now you notice inside of the top 30 is all of the Dodges finish inside of the top 30, with the strongest out of all of them being Brendan Queen. And Ryan Newman, who drove the 25 this weekend, he started 25th, and obviously he only finished one spot better from where he started, but he was the one that definitely spoke up and said Dodge needs to do better. And I think at the juncture of the season that we're at right now and seeing where the Dodge program is at, I honestly think I don't think I could agree anymore with Ryan Newman. Like that's kind of the truth.
You know what? I'm going to show Dodgers how they're doing this season. Up in smoke.
And none of them is even close. Like I'll go to points. The only one that's close to even try sniffing the cut line is the rookie Brendan Queen. Not even the vet, not even like the veteran Justin Haley is close to it. Minnie's definitely too far back.
Well, no, that's his legit rookie year. And anything with this amount of horsepower.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that could. Yeah.
So I'm cutting him slack on that department.
I might agree with you on cutting slack, but Justin Haley, though, a proven winner in the truck series, one of Colleague's biggest names, just especially in the O'Reilly series, drived in there those super speedways and stuff. I would have thought that Justin Haley would have been up there in the top 10 with some of these names, but just
well, I mean, other tracks I would agree on, but this is one of the toughest short tracks.
Yeah.
Because you start high, or 3 and 4, you're high. 1 and 2, you're going a 20-foot decline into 1 and 2 just to go up 20 feet. So this was more of a driver's short track than anything.
That I do like about Wilkesboro. Of it being where you go up on one end and then you go down on the other end. I almost forgot about that.
Absolutely. Finally, from positions 31st on down to 36, looks like this. Continuing on here. All three of the Rayon brothers cars are in this. Clayton Green, Frankie Muniz, and Luke Baldwin all in a line. And then the drivers out of the race, Nathan Nicholson, Casey Klein, and Donovan Strauss, who went out of the race on lap 134. Fun fact about Donovan Strauss, he is an eNASCAR iRacing driver that got a shot here in the truck series and unfortunately didn't even get to complete the race. He only did over half of it.
But
That's still pretty good, though.
I think
Still
he got to
good.
do what no other eNASCAR series driver got to do. I may be right. I may be wrong. I don't know. But to start a race in a top series like the Craftsman Truck.
I believe so.
So if that is right, hats off to Donovan.
Absolutely.
You know, to go from something like this right here to a live NASCAR track. No easy feat. Not by any means.
All right, let's go ahead and now go over our Cup Series results here. Joey Logano coming home as the race winner. Obviously, the dominant driver, leading 323 out of the 450 laps. Wyatt, you can definitely tell he is as happy as can be. Look at that smile. He is as happy as can be.
That's his favorite driver.
It's his favorite driver, man. It's his favorite driver. Denny Hamlin, a former rival to Joey Logano, comes home in the second position. Chase Briscoe finishing in third after starting in 30th. Ty Gibbs finishing in the fourth spot. SVG rounding out your top five. Bubba Wallace coming home in sixth. In seventh is Brad Keselowski. Todd Gilliland finishing in eighth. Daniel Suarez ninth. And Ryan Preece rounds out your top 10.
Going to Briscoe for a second. You mentioned he started 30th. I believe he passed the most cars in that.
Well,
he got
if he started 30th,
yeah, I would believe so.
I mean, like altogether, like he passed the most cars.
But also Keselowski, someone who hasn't really had much of a good season, having a top 10 finish.
Give Todd Gilliland a shout out too. We talked about the Fords. Out of nowhere, Todd Gilliland, an eighth spot.
Absolutely.
Eighth finish.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
Also, here's something else that I do want to point out too as we go into our 11th through 20th section of our finishing results here. Joey Logano started 11th, won the race. Ryan Blaney started on the pole. He finished 11th. So they both had essentially swapped positions here.
Oh, Lord.
Then right behind Ryan Blaney, you got William Byron, Carson Hocevar, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott, Riley Herbst, Christopher Bell, and Chris Buescher, completing your top 20. From 21st on down to 30th, looks like this. You got Eric Jones, Zane Smith, Austin Dillon, Michael McDowell, Noah Gregson, Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, Cole Custer, Cody Ware, and Tyler Reddick. That is your top 30. Let's comment on this real quick. Like, what is going on with Tyler Reddick here? Ever since he took his eye off the ball, I think I want to say after Nashville, at least somewhere around that area, or even Michigan. I think it really started to kick into gear at Michigan. He just absolutely had just been struggling. Still inside of the top 5 in the point standings, if I actually do look at this. Still inside of the top 5. Still second in points. But he is fading. And fading fast.
Yeah, with all that, as you brought that up, so I'm looking at this, bringing this points back up. Yeah, between him and Tyler Reddick, with Denny Hamlin, he went from being less than 10 points behind him, from being like about 68 points.
Absolutely.
And Blaney's not that far from Reddick either.
11 points. Not your points, but On NASCAR's thing with the points, he's 11 back from Blaney.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it's just crazy though. Like Blaney's not that far. Reddick has another bad race. He was the top guy for the longest time, like over half the regular season. Now he's about to get overtook by Ryan Blaney. Hell, it could be a point where he's getting passed by Ty Gibbs. There's a
This
chance
should have been more consistent than Reddick, so I could see that.
It's better. Like the person we thought was going to be the regular season champion from like over half of the regular season could fall back to at least fourth in points. I don't see Chase Elliott Kyle Larson passing him.
I definitely don't see Larson catching him.
What the hell?
So, as we continue on here, finally from positions 31st down to 37th, looks like this. John Hunter Nemechek, Connor Zilich. He started 32nd, he finished 32nd. 7 laps down. Austin Hill in car 33, started 33rd, finished 33rd. How about that? Then
At least he was consistent.
At least he was consistent in that regard. Then you have Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who was the last car running on track. And then our 3 retirees of Chad Fincham, Josh Berry, and AJ Allmendinger, who went out of the race after a broken right rear toe link on lap 190.
You know, I'm going to be really honest. Seeing 3 retirees in both Cup and trucks actually amazed me.
Absolutely.
I honestly figured people would have dive bombed turn 1. Because knowing that they got that extra momentum of speed from going on that decline. And I figured it would have been a lot more wrecked out.
Now time for my segment of all the damn
points.
Shut up.
Wow.
That's my stick. Don't take it. Anyways. We start. Server mute him. Not. We go to the truck series. And we have 2 drivers have officially locked in their spot. They locked in this week. That's right. Officially locked in their spot for the chase. We have Lane Riggs with 304 points and Kaden Honeycutt with 245. They both officially locked in their spot. Now everyone else is running for 8 spots for 3 days, 3 more races. Third in points, we have our North Wilkesboro winner being the second driver, and I find this interesting. Of the full-time trucks, the front row cars have multiple wins. Are the only 2 with multiple wins, both front row trucks. That shows the dominance of front row in the truck series.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got with 178 points, by the way. Christian Eckes, 147. Gio Ruggiero, 131. Ty Majeski, 64. Ben Rhodes, 50. Daniel Hemrick, 40. Excuse me. Grant Enfinger is only up by 20 points and tied for the last spot. And the nod goes to Stuart Friesen for the final spot. Him and Ankrum are tied with 0 points. Like they're tied for that last spot.
Crazy.
So this cut line has gotten really interesting. Jake Garcia, who's in 12th, He's down by 11 points. Brandon Queen, the highest of the 3 full-time Dodgers, 23 points below. He's still in this. He still has a shot to get into it. He just has these next 3 truck races, which I believe they are all short tracks, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
For what?
For trucks.
The truck series, yes, all short tracks. I believe Brandon Queen's pretty good on short tracks, right?
I believe so.
So I think he could have a legit shot of probably getting in with being good at short tracks. And I feel like he might be a little bit better than like drivers like Stuart Freeze and Tyler Well, maybe I don't know about Ankrum, but Jake Garcia, I can see him being a bit better at Jake Garcia
Yeah.
short track. But this is going to be an interesting fight. Andres Perez is closing 2 with 31 below. I could say he's still in the fight, but not as close. Tanner Gray down by 40. Justin Haley lost a spot down by 41. Funny enough, car 16 is in the 16th position in the point standings.
Oh, yeah.
And Dawson Sutton down by 96. 55-point gap. Minnie Tyrell, 113. Cole Butcher, 117. Then the last driver, Chris Wright, 142. It is clear to me that I think we talked about it beforehand. I think you said it like it was from like Perez up was your battle fight for the final spot. Is that what you said, Elijah? Last week?
I believe so. I probably like right around that threshold, and guys like Tanner Gray and even Justin Haley would kind of sort of be long shots. I'd consider Haley more the long shot because you look at Dodge's program this year. It is absolutely, as much as I hate to say it, it's abysmal. I'm shocked that even Brendan Queen is performing as well as he is in points right now, and even as close as he is to the cut line. But I would consider Haley more to be the long shot than Tanner Gray right now.
The Dodgers' only shot of getting at least one truck into the chase would be Brendan Queen, and as I mentioned, he's a pretty good short track driver, and we're coming up on 3 short tracks.
Oh yeah.
Which, speaking of short tracks, there is something I do want to talk. There is something that I cannot wait to mention when it comes to Dodge, but we'll get that to our announcements or our breaking stories and all that. But yeah, Brendan Queen, it looks like it's the closest one out of all these. Especially we got Lucas Oil, Richmond, New Hampshire. The only other factor I could see is Stuart Friesen, because I think he's a pretty decent short track guy too.
Easily, yeah.
But I still think like Gio Ruggiero, between Chandler Smith and Gio Ruggiero, I think they're almost locked in. Like I think they're fine. Tommy Jeske, him being a good short track, I think he should be fine too. I think for me, Ben Rhodes down, kind of my worry. Maybe not Edfinger, but like Ben Rhodes, Daniel Hemrick.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two. Like I'm like, don't try. I don't know how I feel about them with their short track stuff. So this cut line for the trucks, I think is the closest. How's this O'Reilly one looking? O'Reilly's pretty close. Actually, no, not that close. I think the Truck Series has the closest battle, and I'd say probably the most interesting battle than the other series.
Absolutely.
This is going to be a good fight. And now we move up to the Cup Series. Now, NASCAR.com says that both Tyler Reddick and Ryan Blaney are locked in. I did the points myself. Unless they're doing something that I'm missing. The only one that's locked in is Denny Hamlin on my points.
Yeah.
With the exact number of 380 points. So I got Hamlin fully locked. Next week, they can prove me wrong. I think that's when Reddick and Blaney will be locked in, but Reddick still second in points, but not that by much. Well, no, well, actually, take it back. By good amount over Denny Hamlin, what I meant to say. 312. Denny Hamlin's almost 400 points from the cut line. He's starting to have a little bit of a Justin Allgaier season, but not as big of a gap to second place as Allgaier.
Yeah.
Ryan Blaney 293, Ty Gibbs 246, Chase Elliott 172, Kyle Larson 154, Carson Hocevar jumped up a couple of positions, currently in 7th with 136, and Chase Briscoe moved up a couple spots too, 125. Chris Buescher 123, Christopher Bell 112, Daniel Suarez 96, William Byron 84, Bubba Wallace 69, nice. SVG 54, Joey Logano, sadly enough, jumps back up in the top 16 of points. He's only 49 above the cutoff. And then the other server mute as well. Server you mute as well. Anyways,
I have more power than you in this server.
that don't mean I won't do nothing. Anyways. And the last Penske guy still in that 16th spot and fighting for a heart, Austin Cindric with 33 points above. Eric Jones, the first one out, being 33 points. Ryan Preece, 48. Brad Keselowski, 58. Michael McDowell, 83. Tied with Ross Chastain. And AJ Allmendinger, 98. This shuffled the points drastically.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to look. I may not be able to do quick math when it comes to some of these, but I could kind of see if I could gauge it. But
What are you trying to figure out?
Huh?
What are you trying to figure out?
The red, where everyone else would be in points, but it looks like everyone else might be over 100 in points.
Oh,
over 100 from 17. Go ahead and get this a little handy dandy thing just to make sure I'm going to be right on my.
Let's say you trying to get out your handy dandy notebook.
Very funny.
All right, Blues Clues.
Hey, that show's underrated. That was one of my favorite shows.
Very underrated. I couldn't agree more.
I love that show.
Yeah.
Todd Gillen moved up a spot, and he's only one. That's not right. That's not right. Bear with.
White struggle
bear with.
over here.
Shut up, Stapleton.
Bah.
111 points below the cutoff, but he's still 23rd in points. So you got
the mathematically out of it.
Not mathematically out of it yet. No one. I don't think anyone. Hold on. Before I say that. What's Cody Ware? 318. No, not mathematically. In my little points, how I have it, no one's mathematically out yet. Next week could be a different story. because Cody Ware is only 318 points below. 380 is the number. Was the 3 number with that includes win both stages, and then the extra point. So yeah. So see if we got notable names. Not really a bunch of notable names. Alex Bowman's still in the same spot. He's only I don't have the normal person that had my points do all this, so I'm having to manually do this. So bear with me, y'all. Alex Bowman is currently 203 points below the cutoff now, which that's pretty close to where that's around average where he's been, but slowly moving his way up. At least I think the goal for him is to at least make 25th at point.
Yeah.
Now. So, how about the chase grid currently we got right now? With now 5 races left in the regular season. Obviously, I still think that 8th. Well, actually, now I think maybe 9th and up. Argue 10, like over 100 points. You're kind of safe these next few races.
I would agree. I would 100% agree with that.
I say Daniel Suarez is the closest one looking at only 96 above. Byron's not that far back either, being 84. I say the big worry spot is like from Bubba Wallace down.
Yeah.
33 does seem like a big gap between Cindric and Eric Jones. But we're coming up on some tracks that like some of these guys are 50-50 on. I don't know about Eric Jones as much. He's still having a great season, despite if he even makes the chase or not. But looking at some of these next races, some of these he surprised me at North Wilkesboro. I will admit that. SVG surprised me in North Wilkesboro, and I wouldn't be surprised if he runs good at Indy. It's Iowa, Richmond, and New Hampshire that kind of worries me about SVG.
Mm-hmm.
Daytona is a wild card too. Well, obviously that's the wild card, but for SVG, Iowa, Richmond, and New Hampshire are my biggest worries when it comes to him. And that could be the factor going into Daytona if he is close. Ryan Preece, short tracks, those are his wheelhouse. Keeps having great runs like that. Is Michael McDowell too far back?
I'd consider him a long shot still. Maybe borderline Ross Chastain as well.
Well, Ross Chastain's the same points as him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that too. AJ Allmendinger, I would have to rule him out. Temporarily rule him out, because, and the only reason why I say that is because like even North Wilkesboro kind of was almost the nail to the coffin in, his chances of possibly climbing his way through the points to try to make his way into the top 16. So these next few weeks, it's kind of up in the air for me when it comes to AJ Allmendinger. I don't know what we're gonna get out of him for these next few weeks, other than who knows, maybe a wild card performance at Daytona that probably isn't going to be enough. Unfortunately, that's just my honest opinion.
What about Todd Gilliland, Zane Smith, and Riley Herbst?
No.
I think I'm gonna say a second to those no's.
All right.
With those three, what they are for the to try to get to them, they yeeted themselves out.
Yeah.
I still think Riley Harris has still one of the a great comeback especially from last year. I will put my foot down on that one. Despite him going to be out of the car next year, him being 25th in points after what happened last year, this is still one of the best seasons for Riley Herbst. I feel like it'd be a win. I kind of agree, Riley Herbst. I don't think he make it in, but I would love to see if he can make top 20 in points.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see him top 20.
It's possible.
And between him and Michael McDowell, it's only 41 points between him and Michael McDowell. Actually, looking at this, it's pretty close between 20th and 25th. So depends on how this goes. This middle section could change pretty quick. So
It's absolutely. I think it's possible within these next 5 races.
And I think now we move on to our points, our GTN points. And where we want to mention this,
I think it's time. Since it was yours and mainly Sly, because Sly was the one that brought it up first. So, and I think we're gonna give the green light to this idea.
And okay, I will go ahead and let Sly take up from there before I talk about our point.
All right, Stapleton. So we're doing our point prediction, right?
Oh God.
No. It's got nothing to do with your damn half point.
He's thinking, thank God.
You see what's on my shoulder.
That'll be next week.
Right?
Oh. Yeah.
So, some other things I've watched. Sorry about the noise. I cannot turn that down. That's her alarm. They have their own prediction championship. So, I brought it up before recording about if we all pitched in to get a custom-made GTN prediction championship.
Oh.
And whoever wins it, and like say if somebody won it this year, they would get it. They would hold it through all of next season until the end. And then whoever wins that person would have to mail it to one of them.
Okay.
And we wanted to get your thoughts on it. Obviously price and wise would have to be discussed behind scenes.
Or off video.
I've picked up on Elijah's lingo. But yeah, we wanted to get mostly your opinion on it. They like the idea. What's your take on it?
Well, go ahead and look at the group chat.
For audio list, for anybody wondering, Stapleton put in the gif of Knuckles going approved.
The one thing I do say though, if Stapleton does somehow win it,
he has to actually have his camera on.
Yes,
I don't have a camera
on and show it.
Well, get a camera.
What?
We'll send you money so you can go get a camera.
Hell, send me your address. I got 2 of them.
That's the only reason why I don't share my camera. Is because I don't have one.
You don't wait. You don't wait. You don't share your camera because you don't have a camera.
I don't show my.
We all have an English problem, okay? We speak it, but we have a problem with it.
Yeah. Our first language is baby.
Yep. But yeah, I don't have a camera, so I don't have it turned on at my face.
Okay, so on a serious note, though, Stapleton, I do have two. One of them is being used just as a light proportion, along with my other ring light.
Mhm.
I can send it to you.
Okay.
So if you want me to do it, just DM me the address and I'll. It's a USB port one, so
Uh,
it was a starter webcam that I had. So
I know nothing about webcams, so yeah.
it's real cheap though, honestly. But anyway, back to the points.
But yeah, I think
But
that
yes, I approve of that championship idea.
I feel like one of these days the four of us could be in like call separate from our recordings, and we all kind of collectively agree what we think the championship should look
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
like.
that's a
I
definite.
think that would be fun for at least all.
Mhm.
Yeah. Can't
It'd
wait
be
to have
heavy as
Elijah
shit.
have that championship like he does during Repo.
No, we just get him a crown.
Yeah, a crown and a baseball bat.
You and the
Uh,
Anyways, let's
Back
continuing
to
on.
back to my kingdom. I mean, the points.
yeah. Speaking of it,
But yeah, I
speak-
approve. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
So now we go to our points, and by end of the year with our new deal, we'll have to come up with get the money, get all that situated off
Mhm.
stream. We'll take care of that. Uh, with this, Sly still is the points leader by 2 over both me and Elijah. I believe
The
both.
interim. The interim.
I,
The other one.
I believe both Elijah and Sly got the most points. If I'm not yet.
It was just me.
It was you. You got. I thought someone else tied with you with the most points.
Nope. It was me.
Okay.
It was me.
I couldn't. Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, because he had to get enough points to surpass Stapleton and to tie you.
Yeah.
Even though if
So
it's by a measly half a point.
yeah,
I'm ahead by half point, so
I've been slipping the last few weeks. Like my predictions have not been as good. Like I've at least the last
I
few
think
weeks
it's
I've barely gotten
I-
like 2 points.
I think it's ever since I started getting, no pun intended, but the draft, and I started getting points, is when you started declining.
Yeah. I need to change something on mine because like I don't know what's going on because I was doing hot, then I'm just falling back.
now you're cold.
Hey, wait. He's the GTN Tyler Reddick.
All right, Denny.
Whatever. I'm still ahead by Stapleton by half a point, so it's still fine.
I don't know what happened to me. Wasn't I like leading at one point?
We
At
all
one
let
point,
we all let
We were
at
all
one.
leading.
All of us led at one point.
Yeah.
y'all were kicking my you know what majority of this season.
I think I try to remember. Like I think Elijah had the lead for a little bit. If that Stapleton had a long run, it got flip flopped. I had a
I'm
good
just sitting here like
long run.
la.
Yes, Sly
And
was
like
in the
I was
back.
behind. Like I didn't do I think the clash points.
Yeah,
So like
he hadn't done the clash points, and he's still with us
yeah.
in this. If he would have done the clash points, I would be surprised where he would have been. If he would have made his
I
prediction.
would probably, if I had to guess, I would probably either have 79.5 or I would have 81 point or like 80.5 or something.
You would have at least like 80.5
I-
because it was only
Yeah.
Cup Series.
Yeah, I would at least have 80.
So,
Absolutely.
But it's fun. I've been going bold. I'm not going bold no more.
yeah, I think that's what's screwing you on like the lower series. You going
Mhm.
going bold. Maybe some cup Cup Series too. But
I'm
that
I'm going to both.
I think you have a curse though, Stapleton.
Am I cursed? Am I Danhausen now?
I was about to say it. I was about to make a joke. Damn it.
Yeah.
I was
And
about to make a joke.
There's one way to get rid of that curse, Stapleton.
Mm-hmm.
That half a point is what's hurting you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. I hate to admit, but maybe because I feel like ever since I've had the half point, it's been gone downhill, and I tried to go more bold, and then it's not working.
I think it's time that you get rid of that half point, man.
Can we look at? Have you already put the? Oh yeah, you already put the schedule out already. Oh yeah, you did. Oh, I thought it was just. Oh, I forgot all three of the series. Any Cup guys so that he can. Yep, yep. You got a few options to pick this week, Stapleton. So have fun with that. But with that being said, that concludes my segment of all the damn points. Shut up.
All right. There is one breaking story that I have managed to catch in particular. And this is actually going to be pretty interesting when we get to Daytona. But NASCAR has announced that the Cup Series will be going through some changes with their Superspeedway package. I have yet to find the full article as to what those changes are, but the only one that I know for sure, and I cannot believe that this kept happening because I was trying to tell Sly about it while we were streaming iRacing, but Discord kept censoring me every time. So basically, what is going to happen, one change that I know for sure is happening is that the spoiler for the super speedways will be shortened down to 4 inches.
It went through.
Hey, there we go. Thank you, Discord. Thank you, Discord. All right. Let me see if I can find. While you guys are actually there, because there's another piece of news that actually is it's actually cool news.
I got two.
So,
I got two of them.
I did find something about it. It said that the new Daytona rule package includes reducing the rear spoiler from 7 inches to 4 inches and lowering engine output from 510 horsepower to 465.
That's the other change. Okay. All right. Well, well, thank you, Slide. Now I don't have to go looking for the article.
I got two.
You should already know by now. If I'm like looking like this or like this, I'm looking something up.
I'll save the bigger one for last.
That's what she said.
Shut up. I got this news. Todd Gillen will be back in the will be back in the 34. We'll be back in the 34 next year in the Cup Series, and I think that's a pretty good. You got 2 of your front row Cup cars locked in for next year. Noah Gragson is still the question, and there's still big rumors spreading around about him maybe leaving and going to a different team. So I think Lane has even put a little seeds in there saying that he is pretty close to getting a Cup ride. Almost getting everything figured out for a Cup ride.
That'd be interesting. I mean, because this is Gregson that we're talking about the rumors swirling around about him going to a different ride, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So this was something that we had talked about previously, and it's actually not shocking that to us at least that those rumors are kind of becoming more and more true. But I think the only other rumor that I know for a fact that has kind of surfaced, and I don't know if it actually will come to fruition, is Gregson potentially going over to RCR.
Yeah, I
think honestly, the more that we hear about it, I think the more true that I think it is becoming. But Lane Riggs, on the other hand, that's one I didn't hear about. But I think that would be really cool.
How about that rookie class though?
Oh,
How about the rook? Think about that rookie class. You have Corey Heim, Lane Riggs, and then you got Jesse Love.
sign me up.
I think
That's
that is
Me up.
I think we all would probably be on the same page. Is that if Connor Zilic had come into Cup a year later,
yes,
Oh my
it would be
God.
the most stacked
Yes.
rookie class we have had
yes.
in a long
Since like
time.
the mid 2000s.
And
Yeah,
what they're doing with Corey Heim is what Trackhouse should have done with Connor Zilic.
Agreed.
Oh,
Agreed.
easily.
But here's the question though: if they didn't, who would have been that final car for Trackhouse?
Well, no, is what I'm saying is like,
Like,
granted, 2311's got that fourth open car
yeah, I know.
for Corey
Yeah, I know.
Heim, but you just do that with, you know, the 88 could have been an open car,
Oh.
which would have left SVG and Ross Chastain. So just do it like you could have done it like that. 2027 full time. He'd be ready.
I do think Connor should have had one more year, despite a dominant season he had.
Well, it's the
Last
same
year.
with Corey Heim. He had a dominant season.
Yeah,
And
but
he
Corey
just-
Heim has 3 truck seasons, and
Yeah,
he should have
but-
won all three
Yeah,
in years.
But
He
what
should
I'm
have.
saying is, with his dominant season, granted, he could have easily jumped up with Zilic,
Yeah,
you know, but with him getting, how many dates is it that he's racing in the Cup Series?
I
think it was
personally
like
don't
9.
remember.
I think it was like 9, and I think
But-
he may. I think he has one more, and that's it.
Well, he's going to be running the Brickyard.
Yeah,
But if they would have done so many races with Zilic, I think, like you said, it would be the most stacked rookie class ever. But, you know, he would be more prepared. You know, it's like, granted, again, I know I've brought it up several times, the race for the seat with Minnie Tyrell. They just threw him into the wolves. Like, there you go. Here's your truck. Have at it.
Have fun.
here's my
Good
question.
luck.
Here's my
But-
question.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I would say this, you know, they would have done the same thing with him. Let him run select races. Granted, you know, it would have been his truck. But run so many races, get him more familiar with the truck. I think he'd have been more better off next year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I just thought of something.
Dear God.
So we're on no. This is interesting. We're all uncertain where Josh Berry will be next year. Like he's out to 21, and he's getting replaced by Jesse Love.
Mhm.
Who would take? What if not Jesse Love? My bad, wrong one. What if Josh Berry went down to the trucks and ran the 34 or front
No.
row? No.
I think,
I-
honestly, I think because since Legacy is going to 3 cars next year, he's going to drive the 84.
No.
No, I think
that's gonna be
honestly,
Riley-
in
that's
my
gonna be Riley
opinion,
Herbst.
Josh Berry going down to race front row in the truck series, I think seems a little bit more realistic in my opinion. Don't get me
not-
wrong. It might seem like, oh wow, that's kind of out of left field. We've seen silly season moves come out of left field because we would expect one thing. You know, like the whole news would kind of pivot and go the other way, you know, if that makes sense, with
What was
just silly
Right.
season news that would kind of just come out of nowhere, like that we would least expect.
Wait, you said driving the 34 in trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
Where the
trucks.
hell is Lane Riggs going?
If
Wait, did you not listen to what I said? Like he's like little teased rumors about him possibly being being up in the Cup Series, maybe getting the 4, or being up
No,
almost.
I may have had him on, but no.
I'm about to say, like, I know you at least heard me, Elijah, so you're my witness.
No, I heard it.
I
heard
also
it.
heard it.
Thank you. Like, I'm about to say,
You're
that's what I'm
forgetting who's the older one in this this call?
Yeah, shut up.
I rest my
Anyways.
case.
This is my way too early silly season predictions. Grayson goes to RCR. Lane Riggs goes to the 4 for front row. Josh Berry goes to either RCR or Junior Motorsports in the O'Reilly series.
Okay, so what about this though? What if Austin Hill goes full time in the 33?
That's
and then
another
say, I
thing.
guess Lane Riggs goes to the 21.
Lane Riggs is not leaving front row.
No, I would stay up with the.
No.
I don't see
I'm
Lane Riggs.
I'm trying to think of something.
No, Lane Riggs is front row motorsports through and through.
If it was like, say like we kept like Austin Hill did go up. The only thing I could see is both Noah Gregson and like Josh Berry both in the RCR car. If we were going down that route, but you mentioned Junior Motorsports.
I was just trying to think of some.
Yeah.
You know.
You mentioned like here's something I just thought about. You mentioned like Josh Berry going down back to Junior Motorsports. We have to take a Junior Motorsports car out. My opinion.
Allgaier. I know he won't, but
he's already signed a car. He's already.
I said I know he won't.
He's already signed.
I know, but I'm saying I know he won't, but you know, dumber things have happened.
What about Raja Caruth, the RCR?
No. I just don't. I don't see that happening.
No.
I mean, what's the shot? I mean, like, well, if Josh,
I mean, like with all these like moves that don't sound that crazy, one of them has to happen because this full season to really get going.
This may be the dumbest thing I've ever thought of.
Oh no.
This ought to be good.
So Josh Berry's obviously leaving Wood Brothers.
Yes.
Yep.
And Jesse Love's taking his spot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What if it was like a swap, in a way? He goes and drives the 2.
I could see that.
I thought about that.
That I think would make sense too.
Yeah, I could. I mean, yeah. That's why I was mentioning about like if for some reason Austin Hill did take that 33, still the rumor about Noah Gregson going to RCR would just be Josh Berry and Noah Gregson being teammates again in the O'Reilly series, just being for RCR instead of Junior Motorsport. Just throwing stuff out there, and Noah Gregson has a good relationship with Bass Pro Shops too.
Yep.
So bring that back to like the lower series.
At least he won't have to worry about them F1 people.
Right.
Sorry. Remembrance of Coronado.
I think we can now go to the bigger news, Elijah.
Wait, what? Which one?
I thought you said you had bigger news.
Me?
Well, I said
no.
Yeah, I was going. All right. I mean, I was going to see if you. I thought it was the other news you were talking about, but the surprise driver of the 25.
Yeah. You know what? That's crazy.
Richmond.
Of how we forgot about this. So
y'all forgot.
And I'm the one who brought it up. Out of all things, and I forgot.
Out of all the things. So yes, as Wyatt has alluded to, this is actually kind of awesome. You know, this past weekend, it's been awesome to see other drivers like come out of retirement. You know, we had Jamie McMurray for a one-off. We had Clint Boyer come out for a one-off. Ryan Newman as of recently. And now at Richmond for the Truck Series, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the driver of the number 25 at Richmond, Mr. Elliott Sadler.
Y'all suck.
I'm clapping too. I'm clapping too. Man,
you got to give Stapleton the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't have a camera.
Yeah.
Stapleton's the only one that gets a pass, but for now.
For now.
We expect to get you a camera next week, though. Anyways.
Oh, wait.
Next week.
But man, that's just pretty cool. He retired back in 2018. And we weren't sure if we had see Elliott Sadler because he had a great career all around.
Absolutely.
You know, and I was just thinking of something since their colleagues getting people in away for one-offs. I just thought of a name of a what if for the 25 truck. Ron Hornaday Jr. What if?
Where would you put him, though? That's the question. Where would you put him?
Oh, what track?
Well, we already know Carson Ferguson's going to be racing Martinsville. We already know that.
Yeah.
That slot's already done.
What's these up?
I would say, if my guess is Daytona.
They're not racing Daytona unless you're talking about not this year, not the end of the year.
You mean Talladega?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think that's what you meant. But it'd be crazy if trucks had 2 Daytona dates.
That would be too much.
That'd be a lot.
Who's in the 25 for Lucas Oil?
I don't know. I don't think I saw who was in there. If I did, I might have missed it.
It's Connor Daly.
What?
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Apparently Connor Daly's in the 25 for this week. I think that was brought up, but we just kind of forgot about that because it was long ago.
No, I don't ever remember bringing that up.
I don't remember.
I'm going to be very honest. I don't remember bringing that up.
And yet again, though, poor Raja Caruth is going to be out of the 88 this weekend.
In place of Chase Elliott.
Pointless.
Which, speaking of, I think this is the perfect segue to previewing the Indianapolis weekend. So we have trucks at IRP, Lucas Oil Raceway Park, or Indianapolis Raceway Park. I prefer that, honestly. And then you have the O'Reilly's and Cup Series at the Brickyard. So, gentlemen, what are we looking forward to expecting? And what are we most expecting going into the IRP Brickyard weekend?
Well, like for me, obviously, to me, it's Penske's house. As much as I've been a Chevy guy, it's Penske's house. As far as IndyCar, NASCAR, it's most of the things you hear is Penske.
Yeah, but
and Alex Palou.
Yeah, but the last time Penske has won the Brickyard, that was back in 2018 with Brad Keselowski, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Oh my goodness.
But still, over the years, like I said, with IndyCar and NASCAR, most of the time you hear is Penske.
Actually, I'm not so sure about NASCAR because Penske's run up there, but Penske don't really have a lot of wins in the Brickyard 400. I'm trying to think back because Hendricks dominated the Brickyard 400 for the longest time. Pretty sure they have more wins than anyone else organization wise. I know Jeff's won 4, Jimmy's won at least like
What?
2.
Jeff Gordon's won 5.
5.
Yeah.
I knew I would do up there. I couldn't remember. 4 or 5. I was close. Okay, that's still proving my point.
You
That's
about
still
had
proving.
2 Jeff Gordon fans upset.
I'm sorry,
Man, I'm
sorry.
severely offended by that.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
You are wearing Logano stuff.
I'm
Shut
a
up,
Jeff
RFM.
Gordon fan for life, but right now I'm a Penske boy.
But my point still stands though. Gordon with 5 wins. Casey Kane for Hendricks has a win. I do not remember how many wins Jimmy Johnson has. I know he's won at least I know more than 2. Was he the one that has 4? Is Jimmy the one that has 4 Brickyard wins?
I believe so.
I think I got Gordon and Jimmy mixed up when I was thinking, but that's still 10 wins. And how long has the Brickyard 400 been around?
1994 since then. So almost 32 years.
Penske's only won how many? I said Brad Keselowski. Joey Logano's never won it. Blaney's never won it. Brad's not the only Penske guy to win, is he?
Not.
Newman won it with Stuart Haas.
Yes.
Did Rusty Wallace win it at one point?
Maybe Rusty may have. I know it was made in the beginning when it started. It was Gordon and Earnhardt.
So I know there's no way that Brad's the only Penske guy that's won at the Brickyard in NASCAR.
Y'all remember when the inaugural Brickyard 400 was held? Without looking it up.
Didn't Elijah just say it was like 96?
94.
94? At 90 something.
Question is, do you remember the date? This is just for
Not the date, not the exact
giggles
date.
and you know.
What's funny is that when you said without pulling it up, I had already pulled it up.
I remember who won the race. I know who won the race though. But
I will also tell you that Rusty Wallace has not won the Brickyard 400.
Okay, I'm stunned.
I can tell you Ricky Rudd has.
Is it only Brad?
Only Brad Keselowski, according to what I'm looking at, is the only Penske driver to have won the Brickyard 400.
My mind's blown.
Yeah, because yeah. Oh, Jimmy Johnson had 3. Okay. Yeah,
he's not Jimmy.
Wait, no, that's wrong. Wait, that's wrong. Stupid AI overview. I hate this thing.
I have Racing Reference pulled up. Yeah, that's why I don't I don't ever trust AI overview.
No, because Jimmy Johnson's got 4, Jeff Gordon's got 5.
Here we go. Here's what Here's what I need to look at. There we go. Oh, Dale Jarrett's won it. Yeah, Ricky Rudd.
Paul Menard. Paul Menard is a Brickyard winner.
That was my first ever NASCAR race, by the way.
Jamie McMurray is also a Brickyard winner, and so is Bill Elliott. Harvick 2-time. Tony's won it.
The legend himself, Dale Earnhardt.
You mean, hold on. You mean 3, Wyatt?
I may have missed one. I'm looking. I'm get me through this. So
wait, who was he looking at?
Harvick.
Harvick. I may have missed the Harvick one. Then,
Okay, how did we get on this topic even to begin with? How did
Because
we
we
get
wa-
here? How did we
because
get
we-
here?
Because we were talking
my-
about Penske was dominant at this race, like in like like Indy. That no argument. Cup Series, they've ran.
I will take the
good,
blame on
but-
this.
But winner wise, only Brad Keselowski has won for Penske in the Cup Series.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Oops.
So yeah, it's like I don't know about Penske being dominant, and it is a Hendrick. It was a Hendrick deal, and I still think that's still active even today with Larson.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
I will expect Penske to run good, but I don't know about they could prove me wrong, but it's surprising. Like Stapleton mentioned, like Penske's only have one Brickyard win, and that was Brad Keselowski.
That I cannot believe that.
But for the O'Reilly series, I think we're going to have a good race. I think we're going to see a lot of leeches up there, which is what else is new.
What else is new?
But I think we're going to talk about like Hendricks is dominant in there with Justin Allgaier. He's dominant in the O'Reilly series.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to the Brickyard. And Lucas Oil is just going to be another fun short track in the Truck Series, which is going to be which is going to be fun to watch.
Okay.
One of my personal favorite race weekends of the year. Always love it, and I'm looking forward to it very much, very, very much.
We talked about Fords and their battles real quick, just before we get to our starting predictions. We got 2 Fords going for the in-season challenge, by the way. We got Ryan Blaney and who's pulling a Ty Dillon, Todd Gilliland. Ryan Blaney versus Todd Gilliland in this in-season challenge.
Oh yeah.
How did Todd Gilliland beat Chase Elliott last week?
Crazy. It's crazy.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this is going to be interesting for multiple reasons.
A big multitude of reasons. One other thing I just realized too is you have Ryan Blaney, 12, Todd Gilliland, 34, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that too.
But let's go ahead and get on down into our predictions for the weekend. For those that are brand new to the show and are not exactly sure how we make our predictions, here's how we make them. We give you a driver who we think is going to win. That's pretty self-explanatory. Driver to stay away from is the driver that hasn't been doing well the last couple of weeks, or we're just coming up to a track where they don't perform all that well at, whether statistically or in general. The dark horse is the exact opposite. We have all 3 divisions racing this weekend, obviously with the trucks at IRP and O'Reilly's and Cup at the Brickyard. So with that said, let's go ahead and get our predictions started with you, Sly. Take it away.
All right. So my dark horse, I am actually going to go with honeycut on this one. My stay away, I'm like tempted, but I'm not.
I see what you mean.
I'll take Tyrell. I think he may do decent, but I don't think it'll be good enough to, So now my driver to win. Man's been on a, him and Honeycutt's been on a roll. I'm taking Lane Riggs.
I like that.
I like it.
Okay, I had to make sure I was on the right series.
I had to do that too.
So for the come on, Stapleton.
Oh, sorry. I'm multitasking. Oh,
Damn it, Stapleton.
Horror parts. Series.
My dark horse. I hate to put him here because he's a good driver when he's in the 88. But I'm going to take. I'm going different on the other two, so I'll go stay away already, which will be Roger Cruz. Only because he's a good driver. It's just when he's in the 88. When he's in the 32, he does decent, but it's not to where what we know of Roger Cruz. Dark horse. Where do we go on this one? Would it be a half point for dark horses?
Yes.
Okay. Never mind.
The only time the dark horse does not, the half point does not count when you're in the lower series if they're a stay away.
I'll actually take Brink Cruz.
I like that.
And my driver to win? Ooh, this is tough. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb here. I'm going to take Allgaier.
All right.
Somehow, some way, that boy knows how to get to the front. And now, for the Cup Series. I'm just gonna get the stay away out of the way. Daniel Dye.
What?
Wait, Daniel Dye's in the race?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, he is.
Number 78.
He is. Oh my world.
My dark horse. I'll take Carson Hocevar.
All right.
Huh?
Boy, you ready to hold on to your seats for this? For my pick for driver to win.
All right.
Oh dear.
He won last year's Brickyard. I'm taking Bubba Wallace.
2 in a row for Bubba at the Brickyard?
Yeah,
I think he'll do it.
I just got to
think
bring
Bubba
Cookie
Wallace-
Monster back to the track.
Cookie.
I
Cookie
forgot
Monster.
about that. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Why are you crying at me? Shut up back there, cat.
Alrighty. Well, with that said, Stapleton, take it away. You're up next.
One of my personal favorite weekends of the year. Here we go. I'm not gonna be bold anymore, you idiots. I do have a question though. Who the hell is in the 5 truck?
That's the question. I will be upset if it's Corey Heim again, because that was the same thing with last week too. We didn't know until the next day after recording it was Corey Heim, and like we could have picked him, but I feel like it's Corey again, but I don't want anyone, because it's TBA. I don't want anyone to pick him, and it's just someone else, and we just want to get that changed. So it's like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean, the 77 is also TBA.
Yeah. That's probably just going to be like a Carson Hocevar or someone surprising. I would be surprised if it's Parker Klingerman or something, but I don't know. So
I'm currently looking to see if there's anything on this. The probably isn't, but
I don't think so. Probably won't say anything till tomorrow.
probably.
Yeah, more than
I'm
likely.
curious, but we probably won't know until tomorrow.
Yeah. Watch it throw something out left field. It's someone from the Arca series.
Oh my god.
That's in the 5.
Cletus.
There's no way it's Cletus. There's no way. There's no way it's Cletus in the 5.
Stranger things have happened.
It's Cletus in the 5. I'm walking away. There's no way. I don't see it being Cletus.
Nah, I don't see it happening like that
I don't
either.
see it either, but stranger things have happened. You got to admit that part.
If anything, with the manufacturer, it's more likely he'd be in the 77 than the 5 anyway.
Yeah.
Well. Okay, well, I give up on that. Like, I looked everywhere and I can't find anything about it. So, let's see here. My dark horse. No. I'm out of it today. I forget how I normally do this.
While he's thinking, I must run.
They do my method for so many weeks after they got rid of doing the stay away the dark horse, and now Stapleton's are forgetting how he does it, and then fly whip backwards, and O'Reilly's in cup.
Anyway, my stay away is going to be Tony Blythinger.
Hold on. Before you continue, what's our verdict? I know we did it in the past, but it's like, I feel like this was way too obvious.
Is this stay away or dark horse?
Stay away.
Stay away.
How many races has Brydinger ran this year?
I'd say a couple, and she's finishing the back half about every damn one.
Racing left once.
There's a few, like, I got away from the last few weeks, but this one's like, there's some, like, Sly could get away with Frankie Muniz because he's not doing it every single week. That's the only reason he can get
I'm not
away.
gonna lie. I before I go, I do kind of feel bad for Frankie, because he did have to.
Yeah.
He got not like stretchered, but he walked with help to the ambulance.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if there's been rain involved in this, but Tony Blythinger is DNQ 3 times.
No, then.
Yeah, I'm not giving.
You can have Frankie.
She did get 18th at Texas.
One race.
18 versus 3 DNFs.
No, DNQ.
DNQ. Oh, that's
but
even
I
worse.
feel like
That's even worse.
I feel like some were probably because of rain.
What? No. No.
Wow.
Alright.
I'm not giving.
I must bid y'all adieu.
Alright. See you, Sly.
See you, Sly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not giving you time.
Now I have to rethink everything.
Well, if you want to think about stay away, if you got your dark horse and winner in mind, you can go ahead and get those out of the way.
Yeah.
My dark horse. I'm gonna butcher his name. Gavin Burchell.
Oh, the one. All right.
Mm.
I've been seeing a lot of. Honestly, he's a dirt racer from Victoria Pipeline. So I don't know how much asphalt racing he's been doing. I think he's been doing late models as well. I think he might be doing a little bit of everything for Toyota. And it's Tricon. At the end of the day, the 11 truck and then like one of the all-star trucks are good. Either the 1 or the 5. Sometimes both.
Yeah.
So I could see Gavin Borchell being solid. My winner though, I feel like he's been kind of dominant at this track as the last couple of years for the truck series. Give me Ty Majeski to get the win.
All right. I like that.
Short track ace, and I feel like he's been kind of the king of ILT. And then my driver to stay away from. I'm gonna go with. And now I have to pick something that sounds like not too dumb. Fine, you win. Andres Perez de Lara.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
I can
there you go.
I'll give you Andres Perez.
I don't think he's been that great. He's 15th for points. He's alright.
He's all right.
He's alright. He's alright. Not the greatest, he's alright. The O'Reilly series. Or, I'm sorry. The O'Reilly Auto Parts series.
I think we both me and Elijah agree you're about to get fired from your job.
Yeah.
You're about to get your ass fired.
My dark horse. Oh boy. This goes on to, I don't know what package they are wanting. I don't know if they're wanting like the low downforce package that they've been using or not. I don't know what package they're wanting. But I don't think it's gonna really matter that much. He's not my winner, but I have to put him somewhere. My dark horse is Justin Allgaier.
Really? All right.
I don't think he's gonna win, but I think he will be my dark horse. I'm gonna flip it. My driver to stay away from is going to be Brandon Jones this week, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like, I know he's been solid in points this year, but I just don't feel it. And, everyone's gonna be happy with this. If this happens, my half point is gone. Give me Ross Chastain in the 9 to win.
All right.
I'm sticking with GMO Sports. What is that face you like?
Chase Sawyer would have been more realistic than Ross Chastain, in my honest opinion. But okay, go off, King.
Honestly, me personally, I think it would have been easier if he would have gotten a dark horse as one of the two than a winner. But
I would agree with that as well.
But all right, he put it.
Ross
He put it
Chastain won
in.
at Charlotte. So
He did
Yeah,
put
but
it,
the 88 has showed better speed. Just saying.
I know I'm doing so.
Ross did win in the 9, even though it was a rain delay. So.
It was a rain delay, though. It hasn't captured an official checkered flag with the exception of SVG.
So
What's
hey,
the
he put the half point. So
He put it in. Let's see if he can actually get that half point and make it whole.
What's the process, okay?
Trust the process.
And now it's time for the brickyard. That it should never be the oval ever. It should never be the oval ever again.
God, I.
My dark horse. Oh boy. Yeah. My dark horse is gonna be. You know what? Screw it. Nah.
Screw it. Nah.
I'm going back and forth. Cup is always hard for me. Okay. Nathan was stalling over you. You know what? Why not? Give me Bliss Busher for my dark horse.
Okay, that's an interesting one. I like it.
It's a good one.
My driver to stay away from AJ Allmendinger. He's had a rough several week stretch. Like a month ago, I would say that he would be like, I think he was part of the chase contention, and now he's having battle up. So I hate to do it, but I'm gonna take on there. And my driver to win the 2026 Brickyard 400. I think he will continue to be a threat in the regular season championship. I think he will continue to stretch that this team has been on. And I think he will also win $1 million in the process. Give me Ryan Blaney to get the win at the Brickyard. 3 in a row for Team Penske and winning $1 million in the NCP challenge.
I like it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's not what I thought you would go with, but that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I got a feeling.
That's a nice gonna be good. All right, Wyatt, you are up next, man.
Alrighty, my dark horse. I'll give him a try. I talk good about him. Let me get Butterbean as my dark horse. I'm going to give him we'll try to give him a little nod. I'm going to trust him this week. My driver to stay away from, I'm going to go ahead and go with, I'll go Cole Butcher.
All right.
I'll go Cole Butcher. My driver to win, I agree with Sly. I can't go wrong with Lane Riggs. You talk about Ty Majeski being good at this track. Don't forget Lane Riggs has at least a win here in IRP, and I think he dominated. It was his rookie year too. So I got Lane in IRP.
Oh yeah.
For the O'Reilly series. My dark horse? Actually, I'm going to go out of order. I'm going to go out of... No. I'm not going to... I can't do it. I'll say who I want to say later, but no, I can't pick him as a stay away. As funny as it is, I can't pick him as a stay away because I think he'll actually do better than last year and not be stupid. Anyways, my dark my dark horse. I'm gonna go. I'll go Carson Quapple. I'll go Carson. I think Carson's pretty good. My driver to stay away. My driver to stay away from. I go Ryan Sieg. He hasn't really been doing as much for me. My driver to win. I agree with Sly again. Allgaier. We're going to a track where Allgaier's won a couple of times, and he's having one of the best seasons. It's hard to not pick Allgaier when it comes to Brickyard.
Oh yeah.
So, and he won the last time we were at he won a couple weeks ago at Atlanta. None of us picked him to win. He came out of nowhere, and we're going to the Brickyard, which is his background. I got Allgaier. For the Cup Series, my dark horse, I'll give the Indiana boy a little love. Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe's been having a great run this summer, and I can see him having another great run in the Cup Series at his home track. I gotta give Chase Briscoe as my dark.
All right, I like that.
My driver to stay away from, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. My driver to win, I'm surprised you didn't pick him. He's still having a decent season, but this is one of his best tracks. He's already had a win. I think this is where Kyle Larson gets his first win.
Oh.
He gets back. I think this is where he gets back on track. He's had some miserable last few weeks, but we're coming up to a track where he's good at. Give me Larson. I may
won't complain about that.
I may be screwing myself again, but I'm gonna go Larson.
Alrighty. Well, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now come down to me to make my predictions. So starting off with the Truck Series, my driver to win, I'm going to say Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs is going to be my driver to win. Obviously, I go back to what I talked about when we made our predictions for last week. A good short track ace, if anything. Probably one of the very best, that we have right now, besides Ty Majeski. So he's my driver to win. My driver to stay away from for this weekend, I think I'm gonna go with Justin Haley on this one. The Dodge program altogether, I mean, I've said it a lot throughout this episode, has been abysmal. North Wilkesboro showed that. Newman knew it. Newman found out the hard way that Dodge needs to get better. And do I think that they'll pick up the pace at IRP? I don't think so. But my dark horse is going to be Chandler Smith. Front Row Motorsports absolutely showed out at North Wilkesboro.
Like
it doesn't matter which order that you put them in. Front Row Motorsports quite literally was on the front row, but in a different way. One of their trucks won and the other one finished second. Who knows? It could be the other way around. And now moving over to the Thank you.
I wasn't ready.
Man, dude. The one time that we're actually expecting it, and you're just like, what? Oh shoot!
Sorry.
You need to get Preston when he hits the D.
Yeah. But all right. Moving on over to the O'Reilly Series at Indianapolis. My driver to win, I think I think, to be honest, I would have to agree with this one being Justin Allgaier as the driver to win. Probably the best season that he's had, and it shows in the stats. 6 wins. He's going to add number 7 while driving car number 7 in Indianapolis. Mark my words, it's going to happen. My driver to stay away from is going to be William Sawalich.
I like that.
Just straight up, you know, and the results definitely speak for themselves. I mean, I'm not saying that William Sawalich, you know, can still go out and run well. I just don't think he'll deliver in the results.
Yeah.
But my dark horse, you know, I'm gonna be honest. As long as he does not throw a temper tantrum like he did last year, Austin Hill will be my dark horse.
That's who I was thinking as my stay away. That's who I was like, oh, I'm gonna do it. No, he did good. I can't pick him as a stay. As funny as it is, that was who I was talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you knew or not. I was like, I couldn't.
And now it's time for the main event. The 33rd annual Brickyard 400 presented by the Powerpuff Girls. I'm just kidding, it's PPG at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Cup Series. Here we go. What in the world are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head.
Here we go for my driver to win, though. You know, I honestly do think this is kind of the toughie one. This is the tough one for sure.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, my driver to win, I think Toyota is gonna come back. Toyota's coming back this weekend. I mean, they had a couple of off weeks, but this weekend they bounced back. My driver to win, I think I'm gonna say Denny Hamlin's gonna be my driver to win. Hamlin at this point, you know, now that he's got the points lead, and you know, it was said he is going full offense. Look at the strategies that he pulled at North Wilkesboro. It landed him a second place finish. Granted, it may not have been the result that he probably would have wanted, but it's good enough to increase his points lead. Indianapolis, I feel like he's definitely going to go dominate. He's probably going to go win that.
Fun fact, this is the only Crown Jewel race he has not won.
Oh.
He could change it this weekend. He could very well change it this weekend. My driver to stay away from, I think I'll also agree with AJ Allmendinger on this one. Like I don't know what's been going on, but like Allmendinger, he's kind of had that up and down sort of season. And I think this is just a downward spiral. And you look at it where he's at in points. You look at how far he is away from the cut line. This is not going to attribute to anything positive for AJ Allmendinger. I'm sorry, it just won't. But my dark horse, on the other hand, honestly, I feel like if he's been doing well the last couple of weeks, as he has and has been performing consistent all year, he is not only going to be my dark horse, but also the winner of the in-season challenge, Mr. Ryan Blaney himself.
I like that.
Straight up. Now that Ford, I feel like the Ford and I'm hoping that this is the case, has managed to figure something out with their cars and figuring out what's wrong, why they haven't been able to get up there and run up front with everybody else, with the exception of other drivers like Ryan Blaney, for instance, who has been consistent all year, as I've mentioned. Maybe, who knows? I mean, even if they don't win, they could potentially finish runner-up with Ryan Blaney. So, give me Blaney as my dark horse.
I like it.
But alrighty, gentlemen, we've done everything that we needed to do. We have reviewed the North Wilkesboro weekend. We've gone over our points. We've talked about our breaking stories. And we have previewed all the festivities happening in Indiana. So, one final question. Any final thoughts before we get the Indianapolis IRP weekend underway?
Let's see who's going to kiss the bricks this weekend. I stole Stapleton.
I was gonna say that.
Hey, that's payback for you met talking during my deals of all the points. So that's payback.
Not talking. I'm trying to hype up the points. The points. But yeah, what this cowboy here said. Yeah, let's find out who kissed the blitz at IMS this week.
And as we said about over 2 months ago, NASCAR is back home again in Indiana. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and put a cap on this episode of GTN. I want to thank you guys a lot for watching and or listening to this episode. No matter where you get this episode from, whether it be YouTube or Spotify, be sure to hit the follow button on both. And I think what we're also going to start doing now is probably from here on out, definitely start promoting the episodes from both platforms on the main YouTube channel, because that's obviously where the big draw is. So hopefully it is able to draw some more people over to the show, regardless if you watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify. We're definitely going to do what we can to try to grow that audience, if you will. So please do us a favor. Go, if you are on YouTube, go to search up Gamers Talk NASCAR, and be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. And if you're on Spotify, be sure to do the same thing. Type in Gamers Talk NASCAR. You'll be able to know that it's ours, because the author is 11 podcasts. And be sure to hit the follow button over there, so that way you don't miss future episodes that drop every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on both YouTube and Spotify. On behalf of Slifer, Nathan Stapleton, and my co-host Wyatt Walker, I'm Elijah Leonard signing out, and we'll catch you guys on the very next episode of Gamers Talk NASCAR.
Thanks for listening to tonight's episode of Gamers Talk NASCAR. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss a future episode throughout the NASCAR season. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.